I was wondering if anyone would show up. Didn't expect it to be you. Aren't you busy? Should you really be drinking right now?
I'll drink whenever the hell I want to drink, Zhao. And don't forget, I was a regular at this place before you were.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Okay, well, if we're doing that, then who's the newcomer in Ijincho, Kasuga? You or me?
Fair point.
Man, this whole schooling you as your senpai thing sure is embarrassing.
Yeah, you win.
Anyway, sit down, yeah?
You know, when we're out drinking like this, it's hard to imagine you ever being the leader of a gang.
Everyone's the same once you strip off the mask they put on for work. Rich, poor, leader, follower, whatever. You never know what people are really like.
Right. You can't judge someone just by looks alone. The important part is what's on the inside.
You catch on fast, Kasuga-kun.
Nah, I'm just stating the obvious, man.
Gotta look at someone's character to see whether they'd be a good leader or not. All jokes aside, there's this whole idea of being next in line just because you're the boss's son. No logic in it, but it's always there.
Yeah, can't choose who your parents are. Still, wasn't there some way you could have given up the throne? Not everybody's cut out to run a gang. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm sure somebody else would have stepped up if you had stepped down. Most important thing in any group is the leader being a good fit.
I don't know if I was a good fit or not, but I was a pretty sharp kid back then. If I put my mind to it, I could excel at pretty much anything. Sports, school, all that shit. And I don't remember losing any fights either. I was a lot craftier than the other kids.
Sounds like you were pretty talented.
I just didn't give a flying fuck, that's all. Guess that's what happens when you're good at everything.
Real modest, aren't you?
Up until I swapped places with my old man, we were always fighting with our rivals in Chinatown. But after their boss, Lau Ka Long, bit the big one, the Ijin 3 got their stalemate going.
Your rivals from Chinatown. Are you talking about the Snake Flower Triad? They were pretty crazy.
They pulled out of Japan a long time ago. There's not many of them left.
Oh, so you became the leader of the Yokohama Liumang after the Snake Flower Triad was out of the picture?
Just about. Had to have been almost 10 years ago. Honestly, the whole thing was a pain in the ass. Ogi Kubo let me in on the whole counterfeit bills thing right away. Also told me about how the stalemate in Ijincho was rigged from the start.
Man, still can't hardly believe that.
The only people in the Liumang that knew about that were my dad and the old guard. The new boys kept saying they wanted to move in and take over, but it was always up to me to keep them on their leashes. Then it was no ambition this, and a weak-ass bitch that. Sounds like a fun job, eh?
Haven't seen this side of you before, Zhao. You're really starting to open up and let loose. How many have you had?
It's not like I gotta worry about the gang anymore, so I'll get as drunk as I damn well please. Is that a problem?
Hell no, it's not. I was just saying, it's been fun.
Fun, huh? Well, maybe I have shown too much of my hand. If I was still the boss, my bodyguards would have stopped me by now.
Oh, really? I hope I didn't kill your buzz.
Nah, I know you're the kind of guy that just says whatever pops into his head. I'm gonna go sober up.
Yeah, sure. Let's get another drink when you're up for it.
Sounds good. Same goes for you, all right?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hey, Namba. You thinking what I'm thinking?
If it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man, you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to reunite them?
Hold on. How in the heck did you...
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her story, wouldn't you know it, a medicine theft turned up. She said a nurse who worked there, some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
I get you. Man, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
Then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey. So, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
No, I just wanted to ask you a few things. Here, have a seat.
How long's this gonna take? I'm off today, and I was planning to hit the pachinko parlor.
Okay, I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
Yeah, and?
One of your colleagues got fired for selling off meds. You remember who that was?
God, how would I know?
I'm sure you heard something. I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hon. No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot?! Babe, do not let anyone sit there! I'm on my way right now!
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital,
Who
and...
even cares?! You're wasting my pachinko time!
Wait, we're not done!
Hey guys.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shop quick.
Yeah, well, I forgot the shopping list, so I had to come back and get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a reason you two are acting suspicious as hell?
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So, what kind of party we talking here? Give me a hint.
I can't give away too much, but we were thinking it'd be like a cocktail party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we all know how much you love to drink.
Does that mean we get to dress up and eat hors d'oeuvres, too? Oh, that would be classy.
I won't spoil any more. You'll just have to wait.
Ah, finally! A happy birthday. All right. As soon as I'm back from the store, we are drinking.
I'll be here, man. Oh, and you better not pull some I forgot my wallet crap again.
Shoot. I actually did forget my wallet.
This guy.
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you for your concern, Seong-hui.
Yo, what'd she say?
Oh, nothing. She just asked for an update on the situation. That's all.
Yeah? Bet it feels pretty good knowing a babe like her's looking out for you.
I'm blessed to serve one such as she. The Jungi-han I served before was quite the blessing as well. If I'm to talk about Jungi-han, I'll need to provide some backstory.
Cool with me. I got plenty of time.
Ha! Then I hope you're prepared to sit for a while.
Sure, I'm all ears.
My father was one of the stray Jingwon Mafia I mentioned earlier. And to speak further, he was a lowly thug left behind in a foreign land. In my youth, I was relentlessly beaten by my father, in addition to being neglected by those around me. Home, school, no place provided me with even the slightest bit of sanctuary. Thinking back on it, I'm sure I was a rather dissolute child.
Well, you're not alone in feeling like you got no place to go. Plenty of people feel that way, even civilians.
Feelings of isolation are really that common, huh? Not sure if I should be comforted or not.
Sorry, didn't derail the story, did I?
The real Jungi-han had also been raised in a poor and neglected environment like me. But rumors of his strength, intelligence, and ambition started to swirl. And as the men from my father's generation grew older, Jungi-han started gaining more and more power. In fact, it was thanks to him that the stray Jingon found any success in Kamurocho at all. While the Tojo clan was being choked by anti-violence laws, the Jingon Mafia were steadily gaining a sense of existence.
Sounds like he must have been pretty cool.
Yes, but my father, who underestimated him as some young greenhorn, failed to prove his worth and was left trying to catch up. A staunch alcoholic, he used what drunken wit he had to try to get close to the young leader. So, eventually he worked out a plan. He would mold his own son's face, set him up as a body double, and offer him as tribute.
What?
I was drugged by my father, and this was done to me while I slept.
No way. He did all that just to impress the boss?
When he was presented with a body double, even the real Jungi-han could only force a smile. But he saw what had gone into my face, and he respected the effort. So he said it was a fair offer, and took me under his wing.
And what's your father doing now?
He's long since passed away. His health was already in steady decline, and for what it's worth, I'm sure he wasn't opposed to dying at the bottom of a bottle.
That's a shame. Guess you two weren't super close then.
Jungi-han kept me at his side as much as possible so that I might learn his mannerisms. Strangely enough, it was the only place that finally felt like home. I was very much his servant, and he was very much my master. But in spite of that, we shared a lot of laughs in the long time we spent together. A lot of drinks as well. And though I was his double, it would be rude of me to say that we came to resemble twins.
So the way you're talking right now, that's something Jungi-han taught you?
The real Jungi-han had a way with words I never will. And when he walked into a room, you knew it. Try as I might, I would never reach his level.
Hearing you say all that makes me even more curious.
About what, may I ask?
You know what? I've always thought you were a pretty sharp dresser.
That's kind of you to say.
But you said the real Jungi-han was even more refined or whatever. So does that mean he was as stylish as you?
He was indeed quite stylish. His fashion sense had a great influence on mine.
Oh, yeah? Looks like a kill and close the match, huh?
You take interest in the most unexpected things.
Yeah, that's how I roll. But you know, despite me saying sorry, there's still one thing I gotta ask.
And that is?
Isn't it about time you told me your real name?
Ah.
Still a no, huh?
Ha. Just a little taken aback is all. I have no problem telling you. When I was first brought into this world, I was given the name Yeonsu Kim.
Yeonsu Kim.
I have no intention of returning to that name. Not when the real Jungi-han has already passed away.
The real one took a bullet to the head, yeah?
Correct. There was conflict with a group from Hiroshima that had made its way into Tokyo. As far as I'm concerned, the Jingon Mafia died along with him. At the time, I was given the role of staring down the other hostile groups within Kamurocho as Jungi-han. But with their real boss dead, the remaining Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho were nothing but paper tigers. Should our enemies have discovered this, we would have been ousted and probably killed.
If it were me, I probably would have gotten the hell out of Kamurocho. Left everything behind.
Yes, that's precisely what I did. The few remaining members at my side did the same. But seeing as the Jingon Mafia was all I'd ever had, I had no place to go. No refuge where I might reconvene with my allies. I was lost and alone in the world. Like a man dying of thirst in the desert, surrounded by a hungry pack of wolves.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I found a faint glimmer of hope in the Korean community here in Japan. But even they refused to accept me, as I was nothing but a criminal to them. Thinking on it now, I should have expected as much from those living an honest life. But still, in my confusion and dismay, I challenged them, asking why they would abandon one of their own.
I get that.
It was enough to make them call the police. And I'm sure that under normal circumstances, I would have been taken away. However...
Huh? Come on, man. Don't just leave me hanging.
The police officers were imposters, and instead of being incarcerated, I was brought to my new home, Yokohama Ijincho.
So those fake officers, were they?
Members of the Komijul, sent to retain me under the orders of Seong-hui. It turned out that the Komijul was a place that many former Jingon members had drifted to. Those that distanced themselves from Kamurocho slowly but surely found their way there.
Oh yeah. Seong-hui did mention something about the Komijul having roots in the Jingon Mafia.
Indeed. Komijul is essentially a safe haven for refugees. That's why they tend to keep quiet and remain exceedingly closed off. For many years, they spied on the Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho from a distance, keeping close watch on their movements. I was fortunately saved by the hand that the Komijul had extended to me. Moreover, Seong-hui told me what had happened to the real Jung-han. That he had been shot in the head by an assassin hired by the Hiroshima Yakuza, taken by surprise from the shadows.
An assassin? So what'd you guys do? You kill him?
No. By the time I'd learned of his existence, he was already dead. I wasn't even given the chance for revenge. I spent many of the following days in despair. But even though I was in such a hollow state, Seong-hui patiently waited for my recovery. She was more like family to me than my abusive father could have ever hoped to be. A sister to replace the brother I had found in Jung-han. Frankly, nothing would hurt me more than to betray her expectations and disappoint her. And Kasuga-san, as for you and me... I'm wondering what sort of boss you will be. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
I don't remember ever becoming your boss. Right now, I think drinking buddy is a better term, don't you?
I see. Then I will do my best to live up to that title.
Oh, guess that's finally it for introductions. He sure is shy, that young Soo Kim.
Hold up there.
Who's this guy again?
Tendo, one of the Omi lieutenants. Yeah, I think I recognize him.
From where?
What you mumbling to yourself about? Spit it out. While you're at it, why are you here and how'd you even get in?
Tendo, let him through. He's my guest.
Your guest, huh? But acting captain, isn't he...
Exactly right. The man who took a bullet from my gun straight on. And now here he is, back from hell itself to see the captain released from prison.
Yeah? That is real commitment. Well, if he causes any trouble, any at all, it'll be on you to clean up the mess. Agreed?
It'll be fine.
All right. I'll go back to trying to figure out what the hell is going down here today.
Nothing to figure out except the popcorn. So you can watch the shit turn the Omi Alliance on its head.
You think?
Remember what you did in Ijincho? Now it's your turn.
I just realized who he is. He used to be a star heavyweight boxer. He's the loony who agreed to fix a fight for money, but when he didn't get paid, he beat the fixers to death.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, too. What a role model, huh?
Captain! Welcome home, sir!
Here's the plan. The Omi Alliance was more or less split in half when they marched on Kamurocho. But most of the officers, the ones with tenure anyway, are still here in Sotenbori. Soon they'll all be gathering in the HQ's banquet hall, celebrating Watase's release. But by then, Watase will already have a document in his breast pocket.
The Omi Alliance of Kansai started off as the idea of a few ambitious men more than 100 years ago. In the early days, we were fierce, ready to go to war at any moment. Although we only fought against other factions, we know these wars took a heavy toll on the people here in the city we call home. For that, we are deeply sorry. Therefore, on this day, the presiding chairman does declare, and I, Captain Watase, do co-sign this official document which proclaims the Omi Alliance of Kansai is hereby dissolved.
Huh? What the fuck?
This we pledge to the Osaka PD.
What? Why are you doing this, Captain? What are you thinking?
I'm Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan.
Tojo clan? The fuck's he doing here?
As the Omi Alliance does, so shall we. The Tojo clan is also officially dissolved. Watase-san and I will serve as each other's witnesses as we each end our factions together. This decision was ratified by the Omi Chairman, Captain Watase, and Acting Captain Masumi Arakawa.
Bullshit! What kind of shady crap is this?
Did Mitsu tell you that, Ichiban?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Remember now?
Yeah, but I still didn't think the Tojo and Omi would just dissolve at the same time.
I know. This is going to send shockwaves through our world, and many will oppose it. Doubtless, someone will try to start a war of succession. But we anticipated that, and built many defenses against it.
Defenses? What did you have to do?
The 6th chairman planned every last detail.
Watase was involved too. He felt the same sorrow as I did about the future of Yakuza life. And we were finally forced to conclude that this is where it will all end. The problem was, how do we end the largest Yakuza group in Japan peacefully? We knew that if we simply broke the news to the officers, there would have been mutiny. To make matters worse, Watase had just been thrown behind bars by way of the 3K plan. And with their leader out of sight and out of mind, One wrong move could have started a coup.
Right.
But then we had the idea to use the Kamurocho 3K plan in our favor.
How'd you do that?
We came up with 2 steps to implement. First, ensure the 3K plan succeeded.
What the hell?
To achieve that, we purposely let Arakawa-san leak the Tojo clan intel. And then Aoki drove the Tojo clan out of Kamurocho just as we knew he would. He had no idea, of course, that this was our desired outcome. Amusing to think that he still considers it his greatest achievement. In reality, the 3K plan only worked because we allowed it to.
Apparently.
After that, the 6th chairman made his second request of me. I was to keep playing the role of the greedy traitor, dancing on the Tojo clan's grave. All while bringing the Omi into Kamurocho to take the Tojo clan's place.
Arakawa-san's admirable efforts split the Sotenbori Omi horde right down the middle. Which leads us to Sotenbori as you see it now. Half its men stuck in Tokyo. Weakened, spread too thin.
And this was Arakawa-san's goal all along? This exact situation?
Yes, and he finished it right on schedule. Watase's day of release is here, and we can make our announcement.
Fuck you, Watase! You're a goddamn traitor! I made sure this would be nice and sharp for today. I really want to test it out. Any volunteers?
Damn, seeing these Tojo clan legends fighting is fucking crazy!
Yeah, very impressive. These guys are all Omi officers, huh? There are still this many? Even with half of them in Kamurocho?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you sound excited.
I'm not excited!
We're gonna march this declaration down to Osaka PD. I know, most of you are none too happy about it, so listen up. If you consider yourself real Yakuza, then you have to stop me by force.
Good shit. I'm starting to see the big picture, Arakawa-han.
Tendo?
This kind of brawl, most of us never lived to see one like it. So if we're gonna make history here, you bet your ass I'm gonna take a stand with the side having the most fun.
You twisting the knife on us, Tendo? I'd much rather fight with you than against you.
I'd say we're still looking pretty outnumbered here. That's the whole reason they called us, man.
Finally time to step out of the shadows, huh? Look at us. We're about to have the fight of our lives just to get that point across. With the Yakuza legends at our side. Let's make it one to remember!
Ready if you are. Hope you're ready. I'll show you a knockback. Give me a full back. Hope you're ready. I wouldn't underestimate me. Don't flinch now!
Ass kicking time! Come on now!
You're gonna get stomped.
Time to shine! I got this!
You're gonna be in a whirl.
Let's go! You think you can win?
I wouldn't underestimate you. I'm not backing down.
this!
You sure you want to ready now?
Let's get it done! Who do I call?
You're gonna get stumped. Just stand there.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Time to call!
You sure you can beat me? I got this. I'll show you. Give me a bullseye.
Over here! Who wants
You're
to
gonna
go?
be in a world of fun.
Ass picking time!
Hope you're ready.
Are you done with all the fun and games
Try
yet?
this on for size. Gonna feel this one. Right. You're gonna get it. I have secrets too.
Come on.
Where will it land?
Time to shine. You go down.
Cool.
I'm not backing down.
Ora, boya!
Just gonna stand there? Who wants to go?
Suck on this! Flip!
Right. You sure you want to get hurt?
I'm over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
I'll handle it now!
You're gonna get stoned. Give me a bullseye.
Yeah!
I'm not backing down.
Take this!
Okay. Right. I have secrets too. Where will it land? Here we go.
Wait. I don't think I'm gonna get it now!
Get him!
You shake the world! Hey!
Easy.
Worst.
You're gonna get
Have fun with this. Come on.
Okay. I got this. I'll show you. Give me a bullseye. Huh?
Cool. Get serious.
Damn it. This has gone far enough.
Shit! Watase!
What the?
I knew you weren't really gone.
So he's finally back. The Dragon of Dojima.
Watase? How did you find him?
Who, him? I don't know what you're talking about. He's just some extra muscle. Some bodyguard I hired. Couldn't even tell you his name.
Leave this part to me. You guys worry about the front line. I'll protect the back. Even if it costs me my life.
I don't know who you are. You sure know how to make an entrance. All right. Time for seconds. This feast ain't over till it's over!
I'm ready. Leave it to me. I'm not that bad. Where will it race? I wouldn't underestimate me. Hope you're ready.
You're in it now. Weak.
You sure you can beat me? Check this out. Give it your all, everyone. Thank you.
Now
You're
we're
gonna be
talking.
in a world of hurt.
Let's go. You're done.
You sure you want to get hurt? Hope you're ready.
The enemy is defeated. I feel the stats going up. Nice.
Is that all of them? Nice. We did it.
Good luck out there, Kazuga. You're gonna do great.
Hey, Ichi.
Arakawa-san. Sorry for not standing up. My body's not following my orders right now.
Stop trying. You deserve to relax for once. I owe you so much. If you hadn't shown up with all your allies, things might have gone sideways.
No, I didn't do anything. It was all my friends doing.
Well, then you have some very good friends. A rare thing.
Arakawa-san.
I'm very impressed and so happy you've survived all this, Ichi.
Arakawa-san! Wait, hold on. Does this mean you were hiding the 6th chairman this whole time?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you. Do you see now?
Actually, I'm pretty damn confused.
Well, when you have more money than you know what to do with, social connections come naturally. Even unique connections like 6th Chairman Daigo-kun. We met under strictly professional circumstances, of course. He came to me for help after the Kamurocho 3K plan got underway.
Did you hide Majima-san and Saejima-san too?
Oh, yes. And can I just say, despite their formidable reputations, they were perfect gentlemen each time I spoke with them. I never thought that you, of all people, would end up rescuing them. Life is so random at times.
Well, I wouldn't say I rescued them. I just lent them a little muscle, that's all. Of course, then I got lost in the fun of the fight. The fight of a lifetime.
You are a Kawa fan, you. Oh, you really love him, huh?
With all my soul. And we're meeting up later today. Call it a date, I guess.
Oh, how romantic. Well, you'll have to dish about it later.
Sure thing. Clear your schedule. I can talk about him for days.
I'm sorry to bail on you, Ichi. I know we made our plans first, but I've known Chairman Hoshino 40 years now. It'd be impolite to turn him down.
I get it, boss. Totally get it. When there's a shot at Peking Duck and Heian Tower, you take it. It was kind of silly of me to invite you to a meal in the first place. I know that.
Kasuga, I'm not a boss anymore. Just a regular old man. I don't give a damn who I eat with.
Well, is Sotenbori all quiet now with the Omi Alliance dissolved?
People don't know how to react. Not the civilians, and certainly not the Yakuza. Former Yakuza. But I guess it's only natural when a 100-year-old institution just disappears.
Any Omi guys rioting or anything?
No, even if they did, it wouldn't change anything. Even when they had real strength, they didn't manage to stop us from submitting the papers. And they've only waned since then. Hate to say it, but their reputation's in the toilet. We don't need to dunk their faces in the bowl, too. We'll just let it be.
Did you really know it would all happen this way?
No, we just did the best we could. And this is how the chips fell. I can't tell the future any more than the next man.
Well, you had me fooled. Really seemed like you saw it all coming.
I'm sure Masato's in a rage right now. He must be losing his mind. All his plans hinged on the Omi's support, and I just pulled the rug out from under him. I never could help myself from giving in to his desires if he threw a fit. It's been true since he was a toddler. I'd always hoped he'd grow out of temper tantrums.
Some things between a father and son never change.
But I can't afford to go easy on him anymore.
No?
He isn't aware that well before he was governor, the 6th Chairman and Watase were considering dissolution. By the time he pressured me to sell out the Tojo clan, all that did was accelerate their plan. Now Masato knows what growing power tastes like. If I don't stop him before it grows too large for his throat, he'll choke on it. He'll lose everything. Everything he's built. I just don't want to see that happen. Well, I should get going.
Boss. Earlier, you said you don't have a title anymore. So, what's your plan from here on out? What are you gonna do?
The sixth chairman and Watase knew that once their factions were gone, many of their men would lose their way with no Yakuza path to follow. That's happening now. So, they want to find some legal means to take in these wandering souls who have nowhere else to go. I'd like to help them with that task.
I see. Guess you do have total freedom to do whatever now, huh?
Yes. And the only thing I'm wondering is how am I going to kill the time? I think this is how every businessman must feel when he retires.
Well, that being the case, can I go back to being in the Arakawa family?
Ichi, are you?
It's just... when I was working in your family, it was the happiest time of my life. I felt that way ever since you rescued me at 16. I mean it.
But how can you still, after I sent you to prison in Masato's place, for 18 years, after lying to you that it was for the family?
Well, I accepted that when I went.
And then, after all that you did, I shot you.
You only did that to give me a chance to keep living.
No. All the chances you needed were inside you. Your own strength kept you alive. The truth is, I've never helped you at all. Not even once. You should hate me for all the things I've done. Why don't you?
Fine. If you really want to beat yourself up about it, then please let me back in the family with you.
Hey, Ichi. You were born at a soapland called Shangri-La, weren't you?
Yeah. So I've been told.
It's a hell of a story. One that's never sat well with me.
Huh?
I dream about it, you know.
You dream about it?
Yeah. I dream that it's 40 years ago, on that cold New Year's Eve night. Akane is there, and she's about to give birth to her baby. She gives birth in Shangri-La. In the dream, it's Masato who ends up being born in that soapland.
No, come on. This is embarrassing.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. You've got a good heart and you're doing the best you can. It doesn't matter where you were born.
Thank you, sir.
I'm curious. Did you ever want to find your parents?
Good question. I don't really know. At this point, I've gotten pretty used to not knowing them.
You've gone through a lot. Not that I have any right to speak to you about it. Well, no point in dwelling on a dream. That's all it is, right? I can go the rest of the way from here. See you tomorrow, Ichi.
Yo, this is Ichiban Kasuga. I like messages, so leave me one.
This is Hoshino, of the Seiryu clan. Kasuga, you need to call me as soon as you get this. This morning, they found Arakawa's body in the ocean.